magic code Vamos. Rockbot is offer all my viewers and not lost $20 bet when you use my code Vamos. Rockbot is a gamble site with a sport book which has hundreds of different types of bets and odds. If the sport book isn't your thing, you can still use the code Vamos and get up to 100% deposit, match up to $750. They have over 2,000 slots, live casino, tables like blackjacks and roulette. Remember to use my code VAMOS to claim when you sign up. If you need any help, go to Rockpo Discord. All the links are in the description.
Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 1. Win is a win, but it wasn't a good performance by the Gunners. The first defeat since Roy Hodgson took over Crystal Palace again at home. Win is a win. Let's talk about the game. Let's review the game. Still a very poor Arsenal. Very, very, very poor. But I will be giving my thoughts in here. I have a few special guests who will be coming along, and I will be sharing my screen with the stats. Stats means nothing. We're not. Big up to everyone in the chat. Keep smashing the like, support the channel by subscribing. God bless you all. Like I said, win a win. You know, Arsenal was down to 10 men. That caused them some problems. They was dominating the game, yeah, but they wasn't having a good game. Let's be real in here. But then Tommy Zach got sent off. Silly, especially his first yellow card. Second yellow card, I wouldn't give him the second yellow card. I thought the ref was poor against Dai. The VAR was poor, but with some, I mean, it's a 50-50 decisions, but what do you expect? Are you surprised? You're not. It's Premier League. And what is the point having the VAR? This is my question. What is the point having the VAR? If you got the VAR, you need to use it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. My boy is in here. Dalival, how are you? And people, make sure you smash the poll. Let me know if you think Arsenal has any chance to win the Premier League. I don't think they're gonna even finish close to top 2. But yeah, Dalival, how are you?
Good. I mean, a certain midfielder in Palace, starts with a D. Decore looked really good today, and he's linked with Liverpool as well. Of course, I want Decore. I was on Decore watch mostly. This game for me was Decore watch only. Obviously, the game overall, but Decore, and he was brilliant. But overall, I think I'm good though. Except Liverpool not signing a DM. It's good. I guess Arsenal won 2 out of 2. It's a good win for Arsenal.
2 wins in the bounce for Arsenal. I mean, a good start like they did last season. But can you see this Arsenal keeping up? Are their squad good enough?
I think they have enough to challenge, but not win the league. Look, if they don't sign a striker, then I think they struggle. But if they do sign a striker, I don't know. If they sign a striker, they might win the league. I mean, if they wait until January for Ivan Toney, I can see it. I mean, Ivan Toney's available.
Can you see they're keeping up until December? They're not playing well. I mean, it's football, right? It's league game. It doesn't matter. It's football, as long as you win. But they're not playing well. It wasn't a brilliant game for them today. Yeah, they did dominate in the first half. Yeah, they did. But
I mean, this is a win.
Kind of domination with that? Yeah, they had 2 very good chances, but it's not that Arsenal that we've saw a lot of times last season. I have my doubts on Arteta. I mean, even some of his changes today, a lot of people's going to say it worked. Yeah, because Palace just couldn't take the chances. Palace was just, there was just too much. Palace was some point that, especially inside of the box, they were just moving the ball around instead of just trying to have a show. They were just moving. Arsenal went down to 10 men, and then Palace had their chances, right? But then they were just moving the ball until the last. And you just got lots of times inside the box.
Look, the issue is, as much as I hate Arsenal, it's a quality win because the fact that with 10 men, you still won. at Selhurst Park.
3 points, yeah.
But the issue is, can it sustainable? Is it sustainable in the discussion? But we'll see. I think they will sign.
You've mentioned about striker, and also I think it's very important to replace Timber.
I agree, but the issue is who's out there. I mean, you could go for Laporte, perfect. To be fair, there's no one out there I can think of, unless you want to go into the expensive bracket, which I don't see Arsenal do. I don't see them going big.
Look what our brother say, and it's all facts, not that. Exactly, my bro. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, like overall, right? Obviously, like you've mentioned, and I have to agree with you. I think this is a big win for them. Like 2 wins in a bounce, which is important. You know, start the season like that. All you need is to get this kind of wins. And yeah, I would probably say overall, through the whole 90 minutes, Arsenal was the better team. But it wasn't a good game from them. I thought Arsenal struggled at times today. It just does not make sense. I don't think there's any point I keep saying about Kai Havertz, right? I think we've made enough videos to tell people that what we thought about, what we think about Kai Havertz. It does not make sense. Did not make sense Arsenal signing Kai Havertz. It doesn't matter. Today he was playing as Shaka. But what did he do today? He can. When he replaces Gabriel Jesus or Odegaard, Saka, doesn't matter. Man, this guy is just not good. And I think they waste so much money on Kai Havertz when they could probably have kept Shaka for another season and get another striker. Raza says, as long as they win it. As long as they win it. Yeah, my brother, look, he's, like I said, right? It's a big win for them. 3 important points. It's a league game. Doesn't matter if you win 1-0. Doesn't matter if you win 2-1. Doesn't matter if you struggle. It's a win. This kind of wins will give them confidence. It's a good start for them so far. It's a good start. But let's be real in here. When you look at this Arsenal squad, compare it from this season to last season, right? There's not much difference because Timber is out. Timber probably is going to be out for. I don't even think Timber is going to play this season. I just don't think the kind of injury he has. He's going to be lucky if he can play for the last 2 months of the season, which he was a great signing by Arsenal. But Declan Rice is a good player, overrated, but
he looked good today.
To this Arsenal, yeah, he can. At times he can, but then it will take him time.
Declan Rice looked really good today. I'm not gonna lie. Declan Rice, hey, he's showing.
Oh, I just changed around.
I was saying Declan Rice really showed his worth today. I think obviously it's only based on 1 game, but trust me, Declan Rice he was amazing.
No, he was good today. It was the best game so far. Even looking at friendly games that he played, Community Shields, and then the first game of the league, we have to say it's fair to say that it was Declan Rice's best game. Absolutely, like he will be important at times. Only when Arteta plays him in the right position, in the right moments when he needs to play, in the right games as well, where he can't just keep changing him around. But yeah, I have to agree with you. He was brilliant today. And yeah, overall Arsenal was good. I mean, it's just was better. Sorry, it's not much that we can, say about this game where Palace they couldn't have equalised. Look at the end. It was just too many touches. When they need someone to have a shot, they need to try in there. If they had, I would probably say if they had Michael Olise today, I don't know. Enzi was good. The thing is, Enzi is a good player. Why would you just you're taking 2 players out inside the box? You had a chance to shot. Most likely, he would probably score. Why would you just got in the floor that easy? Just did not make sense. Let's talk about the refs a little bit. Just a few of the obviously the red card, the penalty for Arsenal, which was penalty. Let's be real in here. And red card for me was harsh. First yellow, silly from him. Tomizaski, he should never had waste that time. He clearly was asking for a yellow card. But the second one, I'm sorry, I wouldn't give the second one as a yellow
I
card.
don't. Look, I'm looking at it. I do think it. I think it was a harsh. First yellow card was harsh. Second yellow card was harsh. So I don't think it was a red card, but still Arsenal got the job done despite having the red card. So I have to give credit. Like obviously you have to. So even though they still need more signings, I still they need at least 2 more to win the league because you're facing against Man City, who've just signed Doku and potentially signing 1 more player. So you need at least a world-class striker and a Timber as well, replacement Timber. So if they want to win the league, they need 2 additions. And
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with you. We've been saying this for a very long time. And here you can tell as well the stats of the game. I mean, like you said, stats means nothing. Sometimes stats do lie quite a lot. But like I said, the majority of the game, Arsenal was the better team, but it wasn't a good performance from them. But then, and here we go. 3 points. That's all they need. Good stuff for them. 2 wins in a bounce. Big up to Scott, my brother. He says, "Vamos, vamos. Hope you're doing well, my man." And let's just quickly go into Arsenal lineup today. If you want to give any thoughts about Palace today, I mean, look, what can you say? You know, I said at the start of this live stream that this was the first defeat on the Roy Hodgson since he came back as Crystal Palace manager at home. So, which is a tough place to go. Good atmosphere as well. It's always a tough place to go. Yeah, Palace definitely made it hard for Arsenal, but then Arsenal made it hard for themselves. But when you look Arsenal line up today, you know they got quite a few players injured. Who would you change from in here? Who would you change today if you had to change anyone, or even with the changes that obviously Arteta made in the second half, which I did not agree with some of the changes. I'm going to be real with you. We're not Eden Keita, he's very inconsistent, but he was good. He was important today. He was one of the main reasons Arsenal won today. Yes, he did miss 2 very good chances in the first half. We've mentioned at halftime, you actually text me saying, man, Eden Keita, what chances? But then he won the penalty, which gave Arsenal the win. Plus, his work rate was good, but this is Nkata. We see that this last season quite in a few games, but then he went 10 games without we realized he was playing, like he was just asleep. But yeah, what would you change? What about like you got Trossard, right? I think Trossard is that kind of player you would love to have in your squads, especially to bring on in some of games like today. Did did you not find it like I find very strange why he did not bring in Trossard? I know he went down to 10 men and he just decided to defend, but
I would have started him. I would have started him from the start. I think he would have had a comfortable game. That second half.
did you see what Scott said?
Oh, listen. It's well, I'm starting.
He's the host, my man. He's the host now.
Yeah.
He's taking over the channel. I'm retiring soon. But yeah, sorry, Dalival, I'll let you finish off.
Look, I would have started Trossard like I said from the start. I think you would have had a comfortable second half. You would have buried those chances, I think. You would have been 2-0 up at the break, chilling. Obviously not chilling because obviously Palace can get a goal back, but you would have had a much more comfortable second half than the second half you had because you would have controlled the game. Obviously controlled the game and stuff like that. And I would have said maybe Gabriel. So I would have tried Partey, Rice, Odegaard midfield worked much better than the Kai Havertz Rice midfield. So I would have put Gabriel back in, Ben White at right back, left back. He probably would have put Zinchenko. So I would have made a few changes to the team. Even though they won, they were questionable decisions. But overall, they got the win. So no matter what we say, they did get the win. But I would have made a few changes in this team.
Yeah, it's true. The same as me. I agree with you. Like it doesn't matter when you win. If you win or lose, there's always stuff to learn, to get better. You can only get better, right? Win or lose, you can only get better. But very poor performance by Saka today.
Oh,
Very, very, very poor performance. I mean, do you know what? If I had to give a man of the match today, I mean, if I had to give Arsenal, their best player today, Saliba is Saliba, which is, what a defender. What a defender. I don't think anyone will disagree with us that Saliba is a is a future probably the best centre back in the world. The
Oh,
guy is just unbelievable. See that tackle he made in the first half, which most likely would have given Crystal Palace, first goal of the game and stuff. What a player! But then Ben White is doing okay. He's playing well, playing on his natural position. Thomas Partey did well as a right back. He's not a right back.
if
But
only
overall, would you
anything.
say Declan Rice or Eddie Nketiah? You
Rice,
mean Arsenal the best player? Yes, sorry, my bro.
Rice was the best player out of all the team. As his second best, I'm gonna go Partey actually, because I think Nketiah won the penalty fine. I'll give him that, but stuff. Except the penalty, he did miss because that game would have been more comfortable if Nketiah actually buried the chance and would have been 2-0 up. So I say Partey was our second best player because Partey was a right back. He kept Schlupp out of the game. His passing was brilliant as well. Even Tomiyasu, you can say Saliba definitely up there as well. So overall, I think the whole team was good. Maybe a few Saka and Martinelli were a bit poor today as well. So
And Kai Havertz.
again, Kai Havertz should not be starting for Arsenal, even though he has to start now. He shouldn't really start because if you have Partey Rice midfield, Partey Rice Odegaard midfield, that is more that is a dangerous midfield. With those three, it's basically like a rerun of the Mount Bruno Casemiro midfield, except Arsenal have a bit more quality. That's probably what it is. Like you got 2 8s that do the same thing, and then you got Rice who does the work. Which Rice is better than Casemiro, but it's literally similarities you can tell between them two midfields. So, but overall, look, Arsenal were good today, and you can't really take credit out here because Arsenal 10 men as well. So Arsenal got the win in the end.
Yeah, very true, my boy. And you know what? I call this kind of wins like a champion win. A team that, if you want to win a league, you need to have this kind of wins where clearly Arsenal did not had a good game. They had an average game, an okay game. Yeah, majority of the game there was better, but this is the kind of wins where obviously Arsenal's not going to win the league, but this is the kind of wins. I remember last season they did struggle against Palace. I think it was 2-0. And I think away against Leeds, where they was just absolutely dominated by Leeds, they won 1-0, and obviously it was a different game. Today they dominated majority of the game, but this is the kind of the wins where you think this is a team that wants to be a champion with a champion mentality, right? They dominated, they had their moments, but then they suffer at the end, right? And you could tell, every time Palace was missing a chance, yeah, or Arsenal was getting the ball back once they went down to 10 men, you could tell that the players, the passion, the motivation they had, celebrating as well, which, as a neutral fan, I like to see it, right? And this is the kind of mentality, the mentality that you will win if you have this mentality. If you keep this mentality consistent,
Yeah.
I believe you'll be up there. But is Arsenal, they will bottle. I thought they was going to bottle today. And if Palace was more clinic, especially at inside the box, it was just too many touches. Palace could have at least get a draw today. But look, it's what it is, my brother. Should we look into Arsenal next few games and then
They literally have.
maybe?
They
Do you know
have.
what? Do you know what we're gonna start doing on this channel, which is good. A lot of people likes to see it. Is players rating. That's what we're gonna start doing.
Right.
Live match reaction, review, and then players rating. This is good. We need to start doing something like that. But yeah. So you expect the next 2 games are home, right? At the Emirates.
Yeah,
You got Fulham.
Fulham, I expect them to beat. Man United is a bit iffy
There's a
because
question mark at the minute, I think.
if United's at Amrabat by then, and they don't play Mount, that's a big. If they don't play Mount and they have a Sophia Amrabat, Casemiro, and Bruno midfield, I think they might have a good chance of winning that. If if they don't buy Amrabat and they have the same midfield that they did versus Tottenham, they're getting bad. So it's a bit iffy for United. Everton away. Oh, that's actually tough. But then I looked at Everton, I'm like, Everton.
They lost last season 1-0, right?
Yeah. I mean, away is tough, but I just don't see Everton. Everton look awful as Villa, man. They don't look amazing. Tottenham, that's the big test for me. That's like the test because Tottenham right now are looking good. Even though they're not looking amazing, but they're looking much better than last season. So that won't be easy, but it's at home. So I expect them to get at least all wins. Okay, maybe a draw, but I don't expect them to lose in the next 5 games. I don't. But what you expect is different. Like anything could happen. But what I expect on paper, I expect them not to win, not to lose any. But football can surprise anyone.
Very true. But then obviously, like away to Bournemouth. Let me just scroll down a little bit. I think we may go a bit too much. Let's just go until probably just keep it like that. Middle of October, which when you look, Arsenal in the first round of the season of the league, they will be playing at home against Man United, at home against Tottenham, at home against Man City. Then obviously they got away to Newcastle, away to Chelsea. But then when you look back, honestly, right now, obviously things will change in probably from next week, the week after. But then if you tell me right now, 2 wins in a bounce, right? I expect, like you said, them to beat Fulham. So they will be going into 3 wins in a bounce straight away. A good start like they did last season. And then Man United. Which Man United is a question mark right now. But if right now, I would say Arsenal would beat Man United.
Right now, yeah, I agree.
Right now, I say Arsenal will beat Everton. But then you remember, like I just mentioned that they lost to Everton last season 1-0. That was one of the games where they bottled the league, and that was one of the key games where Arsenal bottled the league, was losing away to Everton. If I'm not wrong, I think they lost 1-0, right?
Yep.
And at home to Tottenham, I have to agree with you. And this is something that we've been mentioning about Tottenham, which we just don't know how Tottenham's going to be this year. If they can click, if they manage to keep their players fair, their main players, I think Tottenham will cause problems to a lot of teams, because this is not the same Tottenham that we trolled last season. This is not the same Tottenham, even as a club, with the signings they made in the summer. This is not the Tottenham that we all banter. This is not the same Tottenham that week in, week out, we take the piece of them, And I can see that game. Looking at the 2 teams right now after the 2 first games, it's probably the toughest game when you look in the next Arsenal, probably one away, home to Fulham, Man United, Everton, Arsenal, and Bournemouth. I think in the next 5 Arsenal Premier League games at home, I think Tottenham right now, obviously we talking after the 2 first games, right? I think Tottenham, and like you said, I agree with you. I think Tottenham is the toughest game, but things change. Remember, football game is like live. Today you might have a bad day. Tomorrow you might have a bad day. Every game is different, so it's hard. But like we say, I absolutely agree with you, and I personally can't see them winning the next 5 games. Means if they go and win the next 5 games, like that is 7 games in a bounce, like 7 games, 7 wins in a row. Like, I mean, another good start for Arsenal, but things will change. So yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to win the league, but football is a funny game. Football keeps surprising us. This is why we love the beautiful game. But look, my boy, just imagine, say they go and win the next 5 games. There will be Gabriel Jesus. How long is out for anyway?
I think he's out twice now.
I thought he was only going to miss the Community Shield like he did in the first 2-3 games.
I think he'll be back around Chelsea. That Chelsea game.
Is that so? He's going to be out for longer than we expect. Which Aiden Keita can't do the job at time, but it's just the finish. The finish is not there. They struggled last season because of that, and again, you clearly can see they're only just winning games, but that's how the champions are made. They beat Nottingham Forest 2-1 just, and they just beat Crystal Palace 1-0 just, but doesn't matter. Two games, 2 wins, and yeah. My brother, what do you expect from Arsenal the next? How do you think Arsenal will turn up in the next few games?
They're gonna win all their games. They're probably gonna win all their.
Until they face Liverpool, right?
No, they face Man City actually after Bournemouth. I think.
Yeah.
That's something that even Tottenham they could drop points. So look, I expect, and it's a big expect, Arsenal to win all of their games until maybe the Tottenham game. But you expect something, but then anything can surprise you. So I'm not gonna look if Arsenal do win all their next few games and Man City have a drop off, because Man City they don't look that convincing, They don't look that convincing for me, Man City. Like they look good, but without Kevin De Bruyne, they don't look that amazing. So if Arsenal can try and get that start, win all their games coming up, and Man City drop points, they need to have a good start. And the way they're going 2 out of 2, they need to win all their. They need to, if you want to compete with City, you need to win all your next 5 games because City probably going on a man run. So Arsenal need to win all their games. They need to. If they want to keep up with Man City, who are going on a man run. Watch, they're gonna go on a mad run. So Arsenal go on a run. They have to go on a run. They want to win the league.
Yeah, it's true. I know you mentioned that when we was doing the predictions for the weekend. Well, for week 2, you did mention. You said you think if they go, in a crazy run, which they have to if they want to win the league, and I think everyone will agree with us. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's it. I think we cover the main bits. Unless you want to do the players rating, I don't know how long you go, but
there's no point. I mean. Unless you want me to
try and do it for the next few live streams.
Yeah. This game,
which is good. People loves, when you go, people always like to see, hear what people thinks. What would you rate? Let me just quickly put a line up today, right? Just quickly one for laugh, for fun. Just before I end this live stream.
Unless you want me to rave about, you want to rave about the Corey, that's it.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, but obviously it has to be for both teams, isn't it? But honestly, give my thoughts. I would probably give players rating today. I mean, Aaron Ramsdale,
6.
he would look solid. He's
I think
a
6.
good goalkeeper. So I would give him
6.
He looks solid as well. He looked confident, so I would give him 7.5.
I think 6.
I would give Partey, because Partey was really good today, an 8.
8, I agree.
NY 7.5. Saliba 7.7.
No, 8.
I know.
That's Saliba. I'm gonna give 9. Saliba was absolutely
Oh, that's a bit too much. And Tomiyasu is amazing, Saliba. Tomiyasu, I know he got a red card, so he's gonna have to 6.5. But he was solid. He was good. Odegaard scored the goal, but still, I don't think he had a good performance overall. But give him a 7. Declan Rice, I'm gonna have to give a Declan Rice
8.
8.2. I thought he was brilliant. Kai Havertz, I'm gonna give him a 2.
Oh.
Saka, I'm gonna give him a 4.5.
I give 5. I think it was.
Aiden Keita, I'm gonna have to give about
6.
7.6, which he was brilliant. His work rate was in there. Martinelli 6.5, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Palace, I mean, I know you want to give to your boy. I hope Liverpool sign him. I think he would be a good signing, Doucouré. But
I think he stays.
I did Arsenal. You can't do Crystal Palace then. That makes fair, right?
I think you don't know half these players. Look at Johnston.
You watch the game, man.
I did, but like, okay,
It doesn't matter. You watch the game. Come on.
Okay, Johnston. He wasn't that bad. He made a decent save. I'll give him a 6 because he actually saved Palace from getting embarrassed. To be fair, he did make a few saves at the end. Ward wasn't that bad. I mean, a 6. He wasn't that bad. He wasn't too good. Anderson was actually good. I think Anderson was probably the best centre back. I mean, the defense was alright. I think the defense was actually not that bad. So Anderson, I'll give a 6. Gehi, I'll give a 5. I don't think he was that bad. Not good. Mitchell had a chance at the end, but defensively a bit. I mean, he did well defensively. That's Saka. 6. Lerma, I'll give a 5. Doucouré, I'll give a. He's my voice out. You know what? 7. 7. You know what? Let's give it 8, just because hopefully 8. Or actually, I'm gonna exaggerate here. I took my bias out. 7. I'll be with 7. I think he was actually decent. Not being biased. I think Doucouré really showed. Look, Palace. I think want to keep him. I hope he comes to us. I don't think we get him, but I think Palace want to keep him now. No wonder why they want to keep him. Oh, the attack was awful. Okay, are you a 4? He wasn't even that great. You was he was alright, but not amazing. Eze tried too many skills. I mean, just shoot the ball, man. What are you doing? Like, you're not that guy. Just do.
Yeah,
shoot.
it's true.
So I'm gonna give him like a 6 because at least he was trying to do something at the end. Schlupp 4. I don't think he was that great either. Edouard was a 2. Edouard, that header he just missed. Should have done better with that. And yeah, that's the ratings. Palace weren't bad. It was just a lack of that final third. The attack was stinking up the drain, not the defensive midfield. The attack was the ruined thing. The rest was alright. Just the attack, man. The attack was awful tonight.
Oh, my brother, you went harsh in there. You given overall, you given probably like what, like 5.5?
Oh, you're telling me the attack was good then? Attack was awful, man.
No, it wasn't. Like you said, I agree with you, especially as you're like, come on, man, what are you doing? You just train too many skills. Just have a shot, man. And like trying to go in the floor too easy. Even Ayu was always in the floor. So yeah, which I agree, but you going really a bit too harsh there, my brother.
Okay, who am I going harsh on? Which player?
I don't know, like giving 4 to everyone basically. But it's fun anyway. We're doing this for fun. We're basically getting ready for the next live stream. We're going to start doing. I will also change the title of each live stream. Like every match reaction we do, review as well. We're going to be doing players rating as well, which is good. People like to see this kind of thing. So yeah, we do what makes people happy. That's it, my brother. That's it. Full time. It wasn't an easy game for Arsenal, but win is a win, like you said. Massive 3 points for the Gunners. And so far, good stuff for them. 2 wins in a bounce, and let's see how Arsenal's gonna do it. Let's see how they can keep up. But looking in the next few games, I can't see Arsenal, having a good start, same as last season. But
it's just about the end. It's about the end. Because when Man City go on that mad run at the end, because they love to go on that mad run.
I do every year.
So look, all I'm gonna say is I think the title race is between, I think we can say right now, the title race will probably be between Arsenal City. For third and fourth, I'm going to say that Liverpool, Man United. This is the fight between all these teams. Liverpool, Man United, Newcastle, Tottenham, and I'll just include Chelsea there, why not? Those 5 teams fight for top 4, 5th, 6th, 7th. I think Arsenal, Man City do that, they're the title race. I think that third place will just be in it, mini in it, but no one be in it, I remember when Chelsea were half in it that year, and then they just dropped off. That'll be that third place, whoever that third place is. But I think that's gonna be the table.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to say. Do you know what? Because the summer transfer is still going on. What we a week, over a week until the summer transfer is finished.
The 2 teams that have not finished their transfer window, Liverpool Man United. I would even say Arsenal because I still think they need a few additions, though. Timber. But Arsenal, I think, will be in the title race either way. Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal. Man City are done, pretty much. That's pretty much. And Chelsea as well. I think Liverpool, Man United, and Chelsea are not done in the transfer window. So we need to decide how them three go with their transfer business. Then we'll decide top four because I don't know what we're going to do. Are you not going to buy Gravenberch? Because that's to be a fight between United and Liverpool for Gravenberch, which just seemed like happening. So yeah, depends how the transfer window ends. So I need to see the transfer window first, and then I'll go with it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I still think Liverpool needs some more signings, but it doesn't look good for you. But I think every Liverpool fan will ask right now, right? You put a bid for 110 million for Caicedo, right? Then you went to get Endo for around 20 million.
Because because the bad news came in today that a poor report, and this is just a report. So if you want to judge it, if you want, let me find it. James Pearce, I'll say he's decently reliable. Well, he's not very reliable, but he's decent. So where's that? He said that. Okay, here you go. And this is not good. This is not good news. Okay, this is not good. This is what he said, right? Endo has been bought to start matches. Liverpool aren't targeting another number 6 in the summer. So if you want to read that into context, we're not targeting number 6. Now I think we get number 6, but we should be really like if we don't get number 6 and our window's done, you're not getting top 5, yo. If we don't get another DM, I think we're not getting top 5. Like that.
Absolutely, I agree.
We'll fight. I think we fight for 5th, but we don't get 5th. So if we don't get another DM, at least, and this is at bare minimum, I could easily ask for like 3 DMs and 2 centre backs. That should be my standards, but I'm looking at FSG standpoint. This is turning to FSG discussion. I'll end the stream now because the FSG discussions I already haven't. You know my opinions on FSG, guys. You know my opinions. So.
Yeah, but just to mention with Arsenal, I mean, even if they go or not go signing any more players, I just cannot see Arsenal winning the league. Look, I'm putting jokes aside right now. You know, as much as I love to troll Arsenal fans, I just cannot see. I just think that Man City, even losing Mahrez, which he was an important player, let's say key player in a lot of moments.
You watched them versus Newcastle though. They didn't look good that versus Newcastle. Like they look. I mean, I know the champions.
It was the better team against Newcastle. Newcastle was very poor.
Nah, but look, I'm just saying KDB out for 4 months. Then look, I'm just gonna say this. I think if Arsenal can get that winning run, because they have on paper, they have an easy run. If you disclude that Man City and Tottenham game, that's pretty much an easy run. Arsenal should be winning, but that's obviously on paper, so we never know. But like, they should be winning all their games, like I said. So we'll see how the transfer window ends. Like the transfer window is not over yet. It ends next week, so we should know.
Yeah, when is the last day? Is he?
I think it's I think it's on next week. So this is the last week. So around, I think Sunday or Monday.
Something like Sunday, yeah.
Yep. So I think, look, the last day for transfer window will be crazy for Liverpool. I just have a feeling a bit like we're still gonna probably target. I think last summer transfer window day will be madness for us, Liverpool, and Chelsea. Them 2 teams are gonna have a madness last day. So look, I don't know, but we'll see what happens in this transfer window. We will see what happens. There's still time. So actually, there's no time. Why am I saying? There's actually a week left, but there's still. You can still strengthen. Like there's still time for teams to strengthen, but the fact that we've left it this late, I'm just done with it. But look, I'm not gonna have an FHG discussion because I already discussed them like another stream before this. So, but yeah, make sure you guys like subscribe.
The thing is, right, looking through the week from tomorrow and stuff, there's not really much because we got a few Champions League playoffs, Europa League and stuff. So it's not really much football on, but so hopefully we can catch up with a few news, live streams, transfers and stuff. Anything goes on, right? Hopefully we can catch up with that, doing 2 streams if we can. Some of the streams, obviously, I can't do it. But I know you've been here. This is why it's important to subscribe to this channel because there's not another channel on YouTube that gives you the live reaction with the best leagues, the best games, biggest clubs, and the news that we do. But yeah, my boy, just before we go, I've just ended the poll now because I put a poll on
Oh,
at the start of this live stream. Can Arsenal win the Premier League? And the poll, 11 people smashed the poll.
yep.
63% said yeah. So majority of everyone.
I think they can win the league, but there's a lot of ifs that need to happen. Like if because if Man City bring their A game on, no one's beating them. Like let's be real here. Like let's be real. Man City, they bring their A game, they're winning the league. But I just sense Man City will have maybe a little drop off, and Arsenal need, like I said, if Arsenal do want to win this league title, they need to win the next 5 games. No excuse. Or just maybe Tottenham you can draw, but do not lose your next 5 games. Do not lose at least one of them, because if you lose one of them, that can be a key. Like you see us lose 1 point. See, 1 point can make any difference at the end of the season.
Spot on.
Like,
yeah,
like
I
literally,
agree.
I've had experience losing it twice at 1 point. Like you lose 1 point, it's a massive loss. So Arsenal need to go on this run, and I think they have enough experience. It's just about if Saka gets injured, what do they do? If Martinelli gets injured, because of injuries, that's possible. Martinelli could get injured tomorrow. They have enough, but Saka's the key one. If Saka gets injured, then that's probably the key one I'm worried about. And I think Kudus will be perfect. Kudus, why they're not going for Kudus, I have no idea. They should go for Kudus right now because he would fit them perfectly.
Yeah.
But
And just before I keep saying, just before we end the live stream, but seeing obviously in key moments when Arsenal bottle, I mean, I think half they learn from it. We should be learning from our mistakes, right? You
Yeah.
can only learn if you make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you will not learn, right? But clearly, I think it's time for Arsenal to learn their mistakes. So,
oh my
can
God,
we
this
see them
Arsenal.
learning their mistakes?
Yeah, I think they will. But like I said, like we need another transfer window. Like if they end it like this, they don't sign anyone else. I don't think they win the league because I'm looking at that injury. Like Tomiyasu was good today, but there were chances for Palace today. Like that's not like there was no chance. What if it was a better team? Like just say like a Tottenham, because Tottenham are still a good team right now. I mean, with Kulusevski on his day he can finish. Son as well. Even Newcastle. Newcastle can cause problems. So they need to fix that a bit. They need to replace Timber. So if they don't replace Timber, I'm worried about them. I'm very worried because if they don't replace Timber, but I think they will.
Absolutely, my boy. Spot on as always. Thank you for taking 42 minutes of your busy life to come along. Always appreciate all your support. We keep growing, and thanks to everyone that always support the channel, which is amazing. We just keep growing. I cannot believe that how much we're growing. We just keep growing every live stream we do, every video. We just keep growing day by day. We're just growing.
Yep.
And yeah,
There'll be more live
amazing.
streams on the way, guys. There'll be more live streams, especially
Yeah.
tomorrow, because I'm expecting busy tomorrow as well. Transfers, because the 1 week left. There's no time to chill, guys. There's no time. If you're not finished your business, well, I swear, if we don't sign someone tomorrow, we're not signing anyone. I'm saying this right now. If we don't sign anyone, or if we're not linked to someone tomorrow, we're not signing anyone after that. I'm telling you, because tomorrow, man, it's a busy day. Every day that go past, every hour that we're wasting every hour. So, look, my club's in a mess, but I think we'll sign someone. We should sign someone, but I know this club. This club always disappoints you. Like, there's just always, but we'll see what happens. Like, it's exciting though. For a neutral, exciting.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Big thank you to you. Big thank you for all the viewers today. God bless you all. If you haven't smashed a like on this video, please make sure you do on your way out. And if you're new to the channel still, make sure you say hello in a live chat, drop a comment, and just subscribe to the channel. Thank you. God bless you all. Have a good night. Adios, vamos.